The Injecta is perfect for thicker woody weeds, like for example African olive.
Yeah, some privets as well, camphor laurel, the sort of larger trees that we introduced.
Put prongs in.
Injecta 400, they call it. It's a handy tool. Within this little wheel, you will have two things. Glypho or glyphosate capsule, which is, I think everyone knows it as Roundup, and that'll be 700 grams. It's advertised as like safe to handle. And then you'll have this little bit of timber, which is sort of acts as a plug. First off, you'll fill the wheel with the glyphosate capsules and the wooden pieces. Then you'll clip it on. You'll find your tree. So the first thing you will do is drill into the tree. So you can see at the base here, as your little drill bit, it'll drill maybe like an inch or so into the tree. And then you'll pull back, it will click, so it moves. So at the moment it's an empty spot where it's holding. Once you pull it back and click it, it will move it to the capsule, so the chemical capsule and the little wooden piece. Yeah, and then you'll just like smack it in twice, maybe 3 times, and then it pushes the glyphosate capsule and the wooden piece into the tree, and then it'll slowly release and kill the tree. So you pick a section that you want to be drilling. For one like this, which is quite thin, you probably only need 1 capsule in this branch to kill it because it's quite small. I usually go off every sort of 10 centimeters around. You will put 1 capsule in. So usually it's, about hip height is probably most comfortable. So you want to find your spot. You want to kind of push forward so you're stabilizing the machine, and then you want to drill in. Till about there. There is a line on here, so you should be able to see where you sort of stop. And then you'll want to make sure you're like holding it firm so that the 3 prongs can sit in where that hole is. And so you'll pull back. So sometimes you need to you'll have to drill reverse to come out. You'll pull it back, you'll hear it click, and that means the wheel's rotating into a capsule. So you hear that click, and then you should be able to hit it twice and put the capsule and the peg in. 1, 2. And if you come look over here, you'll see that the capsule is in the tree now, and this little timber piece is plugging it in so that it can slow release the glyphosate so that it stops it from drying out. For these, I'd probably put just 1 per stem. There's a larger one down the bottom that branches out into 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can just put 1 on each side of this one instead of going in and hitting all of the smaller ones. It just depends on you as well. If you're more comfortable bending down to get down to here and reach that 1 thick stem to put 2 in, or if it's easier for you to just get the 4 smaller stems branching off. For me, I might just put them 2 in here. So you want to try and get it on a good angle. Might have to come around a bit more because of the actual wheel itself. That feels like it's all right.
It looks like deer have been chomping on.
Yeah, they've had a little nibble without it slipping.
So does it kill the whole tree?
Yeah, so it'll kill the whole tree. Sometimes it does take up to 5 weeks. Can be slower on results, but it is a lot faster, so you can get a lot more done. It uses, I think there's a 30% less chemical than conventional methods, so spraying and that sort of thing, as well as like using the applicator bottle. Sometimes you will spill and it can leak off the side. There's like safety risks to your hands and that sort of thing. And it's a lot safer as well to use around waterways and in sort of harsher weather as well. When you usually, if it's going to rain, you usually say, no, we won't be spraying today. We won't be using any Roundup or any sort of broadleaf chemicals or herbicides. But this one, it says it is safe to use even on like a harsher weather condition. If you're, I guess, right-handed like me, you want to keep your left hand very steady, and because you'll have to pull back to click it over so that it changes to a full capsule. You have to click it, and sometimes when you do that, you pull back and you've lost your spot, and it can be quite hard to line it up exactly. And then if you were to push it in again and it's not exact, the actual capsule will bend, or it might fall out and it'll just plug. It's good, but it takes a few goes at it before you feel confident using it.
Sometimes it's good to have a spotter to make sure when you are penetrating into the tree that you actually penetrating and not changing, diverting from your angle at all, because if you go off your hold by the smallest amount, it will crush the capsule. So when you are doing it, you have to be firm and quite strong with when you're pushing it in.
How do you know if you've broken the capsule?
Oh, you can feel it instantly, because when it goes in, if you're holding it correctly, you can feel it. There's no force, no resistance against you. And then the best technique we thought about it, if anyone's ever used a plane and you keep your same motion like this, if you can keep that the whole way through and not deviate from it, you're going to go in every time. It just takes some playing with to be able to learn how to do it, because we did an hour straight without one capsule breaking. You just have to get your head around with your form.
Keep it in.
Slowly take this out.
Oh,
okay.
it's come off the truck.
In reverse. Thank you.
It's a standard wood drill, and you can take it out and sharpen it in your drill sharpener when it gets blunt. It's very easy. And you can take the whole thing apart, as you say. You just need an Allen key.
So it does work, and it works really well. If this actually does kill these trees, you can get through stands of trees quite easily. So, but you don't want to do that too quickly anyway, because then you get too much weed.
We generally try and keep in line with where we've gone if we can.
How many were you putting into this?
So for one, for every 10 centimetres.
Pretty easy.